the walls kind of fall out into like a night sky. The floor, besides what you're on, just disappears, and you just see like a long hallway now
Oh God, Indiana Jones.
that never ends, from what you can tell. So, what do you want to do?
So I basically walked into a room that is turned into the night. It's
The
like being inside,
you still have your
no
floor.
floor.
You have your floor. You have the pillars that are in the middle, and then on like to the left or right, there is just open space on either side of this floor.
Is it like a forest or something?
No, it's literally just like it feels like as if you look over the edge and it looks like you're like in the middle of the sky. You can't see the ground, but it's just darkness below you.
So there's a path though.
There's a path going straight ahead.
I guess I walked the path straight ahead,
Okay.
on guard that something's about to attack me.
Okay. As you're walking, you just kind of continue on, maybe for like a minute or so, and then you look and you see Andy just like off to the side, just kind of speaking like, "Help! I need your help! Help me!" And he's off. He's literally off into the middle of the darkness.
Well, I know where I left Andy,
Right.
so Andy obviously is not going to be, and I know where Andy is. He can't speak to me, so I'm trying to be. Something's trying to dupe me here, so I'm not going to respond to it.
All right. So you just kind of continue walking on. This hallway seems endless at this point.
Keep
Um,
going.
you keep going,
I know
and
I'm in some sort of magical thing.
the next thing you walk, or next thing you see as you walk in is you see. Do you have any family?
Nope.
Well, you don't see your family then. You see,
I have my king.
you see, yes, you actually do see. You see one of like your best friends from your order, from the Storm Isles, just kind of asking for help. You see him kind of bloodied off to the side in the darkness again, just out of reach.
Mm. You keep walking because I know that I'm being duped.
All right. The
Because there's
next,
no way that he could be here. And seeing how my person dislikes mage and dishonest tactics, I would know that some dishonest deeds going on here. That I should not respond to it
okay, you
in the same.
continue to walk, and about a half hour later, you end up seeing what you think is the gates of Babel.
I'm like, thank
Uh,
God.
but
Walk up to
they
those.
but they're off to the side, just out of reach.
Well, keep going.
You keep going, and as you do, about an hour goes by now.
I'm walking for an
You're
hour?
just walking
Jeez.
straight, and it's the same thing. You see the same thing. You just see. Can you see these things that you want or need or miss that just keep calling to you to come towards them and step off the edge?
No.
And
Stick to the purpose. Just keep going straight.
like so, you keep going, and then you see what looks to be a spear or a lance of just dark red. Maybe the fabled lance you've been searching for, just off to the side, out of reach in the
Gilbug.
darkness, out in the darkness.
Well, no, you need to stick on the path, man.
You
That's what your
continue
code says.
down the path. You travel for another like 4 hours.
God, man, I must be getting pooped at this point.
Your character is kind of getting exhausted. He's really thinking he might have to eat soon. And off in the distance, you see a a rod of white and gold that is just calling to you. Like it could be the answer to the question you have in this tower.
Is it in front of me directly or off to the
It's
side?
off to the side in the
Fuck it,
darkness.
just keep going straight.
You continue to walk. Now you've hit about a day. You've rested. You've slept on this pathway.
Okay.
There's just the side, both sides of darkness. The next thing you have calling to you, or you see, is the death of your king and all of your order, just lying dead as the Storm Isles are in flames, calling for your help. What do you
Hmm.
do?
Well, I know where I am. I'm still in the tower. Nothing has changed me to believe this. Everything I've seen has not been time cohesive. So I just guess I have to keep pressing forward on the true path.
Okay. You continue to travel. You travel what seems to be about 4 days. At this point, you've rested, you've eaten. Give me a defy danger plus your con. See if you're still able to endure this or not. Come on.
I
Your
can't roll high for
your
anything.
character is just withered and tired, and he can't follow the path any longer. And he
And I will
just
die on this
and
path going forward.
he
I will
just
not walk
no.
off the
I'm
edge.
sorry, you rolled a 4, sir.
I'm not walking off the edge. My character would rather die on that path than walk off the edge.
Uh-huh. You've gone for 4 days of silent solitude, seeing just everybody you've ever loved die. You have seen every item and everything you've ever looked for in your entire life appear before you just out of reach.
And that's where it will stay.
You have seen Andy killed multiple times in different ways.
Well, you know what? Andy's just cannon fodder.
Uh-huh.
He's,
Fine.
he's
You
prequel
you
garbage.
you kind of step up to the edge and you just look over, and you decide that it's not worth it yet.
I must press on, even if I take negatives. Use my valor to keep going.
You continue to press onwards.
If I look behind me, do I see the door right there? I'm gonna be pissed.
No, you look behind you, and there is just a pathway that goes on forever. You can't tell. You don't see the doorway anymore.
All right, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Just keep going.
So you continue on this path. It's been a month that you continue to walk
What?
down this
I have
path.
food, by the way.
I know
can
you have
survive.
food. You have. It's been a month. Every single day offers you one more thing tempting to try to save or get. You've watched the gates of Babel open and beckon you forward. You have watched let's say the love of your life that you haven't seen since like you were 12. That one girl that you just loved before you joined the order, beckoning you as her older self.
This is really annoying me and my character. My
Roll.
character's really irritated.
Yeah, be irritated after a month. Go ahead and roll another con, because at this point, if you roll poorly again,
I'm using a valor to roll plus high, man.
you get a
Use
plus
that
one.
valor point.
You get a +1. 6. You are so lucky.
7. Suck it.
Okay, so you can continue to press onward, but if you do, you're going to take a -1 ongoing from this point further.
Well, it's still a month to get back.
Or you can what do you have?
There's nothing that you can really take from me in my current gear.
I can kind of think of something you might have had here.
You know what? I'm going to use my last valor point to ask to gain a flash of divine insight after fasting for days.
Okay. So
Let's see if it's clearly like
your god, the inside of your god just flashes into your head, and as you do, it tells you to jump. It says don't go for the item. Just take a step off.
So it doesn't want me to keep on the path. It just wants me to jump off. That's what it's telling me.
It's telling you to take a step off.
So what? So I see something off in the distance. So I see anything that I really want off in the distance.
At this point, no, there is nothing around you. It's just darkness.
Well, if this is what this divine insight says, then I shall do it.
All right, so your character with this long beard and his like raggedy, like your bones are starting to show because you're running out of food. You take a step to the edge, you look over, and there's just darkness below you. And you just kind of put that one foot over and just kind of lean and step. And as you start to fall, you land about a foot down into that same hallway you were in with Andy right behind you. And he just
Do I
looks
look
at
old as shit?
No, he looks at you and goes, "You were floating, sir.
Andy, you could you speak English?
You were just working." Oh yeah, right. Well, he makes us. He's gonna describe this with his hands, all right? And he looks at you and pretty much points out that you were walking in the air for like a good 10 minutes. You weren't moving anywhere. You were
I
just
really wish I
walking
had that time
in the
object.
air.
And then this wouldn't have been the problem for Abraham. Abraham would have been like, fuck it.
So, you now are on this hallway. I'm assuming you're gonna tell Andy what this trick is. So when he steps into this hallway, he just steps off and he
Like Andy, just boop, 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 boop. Just walk to the side. I'm going to do like a sidestep motion. Just be like, died.
So this little 7-year-old decides to follow you in, and he takes his step. And he hops off, and he goes, he kind of looks at you like, that was kind of easy.
It's like, fuck you, Andy. I'm dumping you at the next fucking orphanage I find.
So you continue on this path, and it's really only maybe a, like, 30-foot long hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And you come up to these stairs. These stairs lead downwards into another room.
I'm going to point Andy to go down first. This is so easy.
This is easy.
Fuck Andy.
So Andy walks down there, and he just kind of, he takes a torch with him, and you're following just behind. And he holds up the torch as he steps in, and you see a portrait of Casanova.
Oh, God.
And in the corner,
Describe Casanova's portrait to me.
Casanova is literally
I know who he is, but what does he look like?
He's got curly, long, like, hair that goes down to about his sides. He's got one hand up here with a golden, like, ring that goes to, like, it extends outwards. It goes to, like, a point, like a sharp point, with one other ring right here. He's just kind of looking like this.
So we're taking the literal translations,
Taking the
literally.
exact translation of Casanova.
Oh,
So, you see that, and then in the corner, the top left corner, you see a corpse with a sword stabbed into it. Into his chest.
I'm just gonna stab this thing in the fucking head and be done with it.
Okay, you cut at its head, and it just kind of topples over and rolls to the ground.
Okay.
And then to your right, as you go up to that corner, you see the painting right in front of you. To the right, there is another staircase leading downwards, it seems. This one goes a little bit...
Are
This
the
one
eyes
goes
following me?
deeper. No, the eyes are not following you. It just looks like a
I'm gonna
dead
turn
corpse.
the portrait around, have it face the wall.
This portrait is literally too big for you to grab on your own.
Is it a portrait or a tapestry?
This is a portrait, but it's like 10 by like 15.
Fuck it, I'm gonna cut it. Cut it. Just be like, because I have reach with my pole arm.
Okay, so you cut the portrait of a god.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll it up and take it with me.
No, I didn't. You're gonna roll it up and take it with you. Okay. Well, as you go to cut into this thing,
Around the the matting.
the corpse next to you comes alive, and you
I killed it. Its head's not even attached.
It's headless. It comes alive. It pulls out its weapon. You hear rattling from down below, and feet kind of like on bone on stone running up the stairs.
All right, I'm grabbing this corpse and throwing it down the stairs.
This corpse is going to try to fight you off, and it takes its sword and it slashes at you. It's headless.
Okay.
It's headless. Corpse slashes at you.
Okay. Do I still throw it down the stairs?
You're going to try to throw it down. Go ahead. It's going to deal its damage. Take a d6 and make a defy danger plus your strength.
If I roll above a 10, I shouldn't have to take damage.
Too bad. You're taking damage for it because you decided to ignore the sword slashing into you and just That's not how it works. So you throw
it
this thing
down angrily down the stairs, like a missile.
So you throw it down the stairs and it crashes into the
It better with 11.
It crashes down at the very bottom of it. You kind of hear it start to like turn itself over and get back up as these feet round the corner up the stairs. And now you see 4 skeletons charging at you with clubs, axes, swords.
All right. Andy's going to defend me this time because I ain't going to take any more fucking damage for no reason.
Okay.
So Andy's going to defend me, and I'm going to just kill them off one by one.
Okay. So all 4 of these charge at you. Eyes just glowing red.
Okay, first one dies.
Okay. And they will roll your damage, please. So you slash at this with your lance, and it just kind of chips away at one of the bones as they all strike down, but you just dash out of the way just in time.
Oh, you tell me these things have damage reduction?
They have more than 3 HP also.
Is there a pit next to me?
No, this is just a nice little thing with a portrait of Casanova that's slightly cut up now.
Okay. 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 All right. All right. I see what's going on here. All right. All right. What do I have in my bag? Can I pull out something out of my adventuring gear?
What are you going to try to pull out as these things are coming at you?
A bowling ball. With a skull in it.
No.
Come on, let me do it. I want the bowler's ability.
Not at all.
Oh,
Not
fuck.
at all.
Can I pull off a torch? And is it already lit? Just magically like
You
boop.
ha-
It's
you
like,
ha- you have your one torch. That's the only torch there is.
alright, fine. I'm gonna burn this stupid thing right behind me. This portrait of the god, because you know what? You're gonna send skeletons to me. I'm gonna burn your shit down.
Okay, so you go and you
Just
go to light this thing as these creatures are going to attack you. That's perfectly fine, correct?
Andy, burn it.
Okay, so you hand this thing off to Andy, and they see Andy going, like, running to this thing to
I'm
light
gonna
it.
kill anything it's going to try to attack. Anything that tries to attack Andy will be murdered.
Okay, so they're all going to go for Andy. You're not going to be able to defend them all. Are you going to defend Andy?
Hell yeah! I'm gonna defend
Roll
Andy.
your defend.
Fuck yeah!
7. You
give him a hole.
gain 1 hold. All 4 are going at you. You are able to pull 1 away or half his damage.
I'm gonna half the damage that he
Alright.
takes.
So you cut into Andy. Andy's already slightly weak, so he gets a good hit right across like the head, and he has a nice scar going right above his eyebrow. Starts to bleed.
Okay,
But you
Andy's a
step,
tough kid.
you step in the way of all of these as this happens, and Andy just puts up the flame to the painting. The painting starts to burst into flames, and these skeletons, in some form of sense, cry out, and they strike down at you. Since you're the
Okay.
closest person, what do you do?
Is run away a successful option to choose?
Not really.
Okay, then I
You're kind of
guess I'm gonna have to
surrounded.
attack.
At this point, you're kind of surrounded next to the painting.
I guess I'm gonna have to attack him.
Okay. 12. Make your roll.
Oh, by the way, do I get to redo my valor at this point because it's a new conflict?
Only because you were seemingly trapped within a thing for a month, I will allow it. That's
Cool.
the only way I'm going to allow it.
Cool. Where's my character sheet? Here it is. Here's my character sheet. So let's ask the following questions, shall we? Am I acting to protect another in service of a higher ideal? Yes. I'm protecting Andy. That's the goal.
Can you turn your cam back on? It turned off.
Why is Momo in this call?
Because he asked me.
Oh, he wanted to be in the call, but not the thing. Yeah. I gotcha. All right, so am I acting to protect another in a higher ideal? Well, yes. Yes, I am.
You're acting to defend Andy at the moment.
All right. Are the odds stacked against me? I would say yes. Am I acting without
Yes.
expectation of reward at this point? Yep.
No, you are expecting the reward in the whole long term of things.
But in this situation, am I expecting a reward from killing these things?
I'm more going with the long term of what your quest is at the moment.
Okay.
So you are expecting some kind of reward at the end of this?
Am I making a reasonable attempt to avoid violence?
No.
Am I acting within the law?
No.
How am I not acting within the
You're
law?
burning the portrait of a god.
Yeah, who's pissing me off?
So no, you are not acting within the terms of the law. This is evil.
Yeah, it's wait, what's evil? Burning
You are.
a god of destruction?
The bloody conquest does not. Just burning it is still sacrilege for anybody who worships that person.
Yeah, but that doesn't. So? We're all evil in the sense.
Mm-hmm. Right now, that answer is no. You're not acting within the law. You could have left it alone. It'd been fine.
I could have, but you know me. That's
So-
not in my character to leave shit alone.
So.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna attack more of these fucking things.
Okay, well, you need to roll your damage for your last hit. 2. So you slash and it just chips at another bone as these skeletons stab you. One decides to go towards Andy.
Okay.
While these
I'm gonna
other
attack
3
the one that attacks
strike at
Andy.
you. Ignoring the 3 that are attacking you.
Yeah, I gotta defend
you-
Andy.
Are you using your... You don't have any more hold, do you?
I have one more hold after I use this.
What's your last defend?
Oh, no.
You only had 1 hold, so
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
no
yeah,
hold
that's from
right
before.
now. So you can defend Andy, but if you do these 3, these are going to make a strike at you.
Okay. Alright, that's fine.
Okay.
I will defend Andy.
Roll your defense to see if you actually succeed in defending him.
Yes.
Which you gain the 1 hold, and you expend that 1 hold to direct that one towards you. Andy's looking a little beat
All
up
of them
as-
towards me.
Alright, so the 1 toward you. So these 3 strike down at you. Go ahead and take a d6 plus 3.
I'm gonna use a valor and not take any damage.
You mitigate this damage.
Yep.
All 4 are now directed towards you once again. They make their strikes. What are you going to do?
There's not much I can do right
Herb
now.
and do some damage to these
I'm
things.
gonna attack the fucking thing. Watch me roll a really shitty hack and slash.
Okay. So they strike down at you, all four. One gets a good cleave on you while you get to deal your damage.
There we go.
Right.
I fucking murder
And
one.
you cut one, you split it right down its skull, and it collapses to the ground while the other one strikes into your chest. Go ahead and take a d6 plus 3.
I'm gonna take 0 damage on this one as well.
Okay. What do you do next?
I'm gonna attack another one.
All right.
There we go.
8. It strikes at you once again, d6 plus 2. That one falls. So you fell one additional, and at the same time, one strikes up into your arm. D6 plus 2. You're going to take some damage at some point here.
5 damage.
Okay. You take this 5. Andy comes up and actually behind one and stabs it in the back of the neck, like severing the spinal cord. That one collapses. There's one left right now.
Murder the fucking thing.
Make your attempt. 7. So as you do, you stab it and deal your damage. Your weapon gets stuck into the skeleton, and it, like in his ribcage, and it kind of twists, and your weapon flies out of your hands. It's still trapped within the skeleton itself. What are you gonna do?
Box it by punching its head off. It's like repeated, like
Make your
to any motherfuckers out there who think I cannot do hand-to-hand combat. The hack and slash, right?
Yeah. 8. 2. Andy jumps up behind this thing, severs its spinal cord. Once again, this skeleton collapses.
Thank God, Andy.
But
Thank
it takes a
fucking
strike
God.
at you one last time. Take a d6, and that's it. 3. Okay. So, all
Do I get
four...
any extra health pots on this trip or no?
You had... You have 2 of them, because you had 4 total, and so you have 2 for this one and 2.
I'm going to chug one right now.
Okay. So you heal for 10 HP.
Feeling better already.
Okay.
Crack my knuckles. By the way, is the Tower of Babel speech thing still working there here?
Yes, technically you're within the tower.
God. And the portrait behind me is burning, right?
The portrait behind you is burning and going into flames.
All right. Can
You
I
have
put it out?
You have a lot of light right now. It's burnt almost. It's almost gone. So, and no, there's no way for you to put it out. You don't have any water, and you're in the middle of a stone room.
So I'm going to go down because smoke rises.
Oh no, what happened here? Why am I gone? Okay,
All right.
so you're going down. This is a square staircase, or it's a staircase that has one floor goes down directly south, and then it goes another. It hits a corner, an 90-degree angle, and goes west. So you end up kind of going back down below the ways you were just at.
Okay.
Okay. Once you go down there, you actually enter into another hallway. You see a couple more of the corpses with the swords stuck into them, or lances and daggers stuck in them along the edges. You see spider webs along the top. You notice a couple places where the dust is unsettled now, where you maybe assume the skeletons were at before.
Okay.
At the very end, there is a door, and the pillars are, just so you know, they're on both sides of the hallway.
Okay, hold on. How many of the corpses are there?
There's 6 of them that you see. They all have the swords stuck into them, daggers, lances.
Last time I messed with them, they got up and they fucking attacked me.
Mm-hmm.
So this time, I'm going to have Andy stand at the doorway, and I'm going to proceed by myself down there. Now that I know the first trap.
Okay. So you walk down the hallway. None of the corpses make a move. There's a couple little skeleton bones here and there, but nothing else moves. You kind of determine that the skeletons you ended up killing above were down here.
Okay.
And then there's the doorway at the end of the hallway.
All right, I'm going to go to the doorway at the end of the hallway.
Okay. You're at the door.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm going to knock,
You knock.
shave, and a haircut.
So you get no response, but you hear a little bit of rustling behind.
All right. Doing this where I'm like calling over Andy's like, come
And
here.
he runs down the hallway, kind of like watching all the little things as he does, kind of terrified at this point, not really wanting to go further in.
Okay. I'm gonna pat Andy in the head and give him a thumbs up.
He goes, go ahead and roll a 2d6 plus your 1 for the loyalty.
I swear, if he fucking runs, I'm murdering him. Never turn your back on the foe. Oh, he's gone. Fuck you, Andy.
So Andy looks at you and goes,
Oh, I rolled 1d6, by the way.
oh, roll one more d6.
I'm gonna roll a 1 anyway.
4, so that's a
I
6.
rolled a 6 total.
Perfect. So Andy looks at you and goes, and he turns to run, drops his dagger, and as he does, this bolt of energy busts through the doorway and slams into Andy, knocking him to the floor. He rolls and tumbles and then stops moving.
Is he alive?
You don't know. He's down the hallway, probably about halfway down it, as there's this hole now, about waist height, in the middle of this door.
All right, I guess I'm gonna have to go check on Andy because I can't let a small child die.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go check on Andy.
So you
Andy
go,
dead.
you go to check up on Andy, and
Okay.
you reach for a pulse, and Andy is dead.
God damn it, Andy. All right, I guess I'm gonna lean Andy against the wall and take him with me when I leave.
Okay. So at this point, the door is thrown open. A monk in a black robe comes out with a hood, and it has a amulet on its chest with a symbol of Casanova.
God damn it! Everyone's got a fucking amulet of everything.
It's got the little. It's all it is the fingers though, with just the golden blade. That's the symbol of Casanova.
Does he have that? Oh, I'm sure he's happy now about
that's the amulet.
about the burning of the fucking portrait,
Mm-hmm.
which he doesn't know about yet because he's not at that level.
Nope. And he looks at you and goes, "You are not supposed to be here. It is time for you to go." And he starts to charge up a spell in his hand.
It's like I want to leave, but I can't get out of this shithole. I'm gonna say that out loud. I want to leave, but I can't get out of this stupid shithole.
Roll a
Parlay.
Roll a 2d6 plus. You have no leverage on him, so parlay won't work. Roll a 2d6 plus your int. See if you're able to speak these words properly.
Oh my god! Defy danger int. Nope.
It comes out.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
It's exactly what comes out. And as you say this, he casts a spell at you. It's flying towards your body. What do you do?
I'm gonna duck behind the pillar because I said I leaned up Andy against the pillar, so I'm
Make
ducking
a
behind the pillar.
Defy danger plus your dex.
So I can roll below a 5 again.
Yeah. This is amazing. I don't
Why?
know. I don't.
How is this happening
I don't know.
for every roll? Every roll this session has been negative.
Oh my God.
Can I really just be taking experience right now?
No, because you'd
I
be
could
like
justify
you
that I
would be
was level 3
you'd
starting
be
last
level
fight.
10 at this point.
Yeah, they can retire it next session. Be like, you know what? Fuck all y'all. I'm at level 10.
Okay, so you go to, and this ball of energy hits you. And as it does, your shadow is thrown out behind you, and it lands onto the ground.
My shadow?
Your shadow. As it does, it gets up, and it forms into pretty much a duplicate of yourself.
Oh, it's a fucking doppelganger. I gotta fight Twilight Shadow Link. Oh my god.
So there's that one, and he goes, "You can challenge me once you defeat yourself." And he kind of just sits back to watch and see what happens.
I'm gonna yell,
As
you
the
don't believe in a fair fight?
Try roll your defy danger plus your int to see if you're able to say this or not.
Coward doesn't believe in a fair fight. Defy danger, you said?
Defy danger plus your int again to see if you're able to speak.
Nope.
No.
I can't fucking do
This is
anything.
Amazing.
I'm
All right.
worthless. I'm literally worthless.
So this creature comes charging at you with its lance, spinning it in the air, and makes a strike towards your chest. What do you do?
Great, I'm making mirror movements to whatever it does. I'm doing exactly the same.
Okay. And
Because
so
if it's a shadow of me, I should be able to do anything it can do in exactly the same timing.
so you're gonna strike at him at the same time. Okay, make your
Same time, same technique, same moves.
hack and slash.
Except mine will land. Because that's the only thing I can roll high on.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage. Five. So you slash into this shadow, and a little hole appears in its chest as you rip out this lance. The lance he had struck missed by an inch just along the side and just kind of made a little small wound on the side, dealing nothing and actually harming you in any way. Core your clothes. Better way of doing it.
I'm pissed now. Fucking ruined my nice tunic.
It grabs its spear and spins around to get a full force shot at you. What are you
Doing exactly the same move it's doing.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
A hack and slash.
I kind of want you to roll Defy Danger plus.
Oh, so I can fail?
Well, more of just to realize the exact move he's doing and copy it. So let's see. It could be Wisdom, Int, or
Not Wisdom.
Dex.
Definitely.
Wisdom, Int, or Dex. Dex for the speed to realize it.
Int.
To actually know what moves he's doing, or Wisdom because you know exactly what you would do in the situation.
Int. Yes, I know exactly what he's doing.
Okay.
Although
so
I do get the worst outcome, a hard bargain or an
you
ugly
can
choice.
dodge out of the way, and you deal no damage. You can't make an attack this turn. Or you can take his hit, but then you may also make an attack.
Well, I said I was copying everything he's doing, so I'm going to copy his move, take the damage as I attack it.
All right, make your hack and slash to see if he avoids yours.
Hack and slash?
Yeah, you
I
gotta,
better
see if
buy.
you gotta see if you actually hit him with yours. 7.
Okay, hit him at least.
And you expose yourself to damage. So you take a.
Here's my damage to him,
Okay.
which sucks.
Take a D8. 5. Okay, and this shadow just sparks, ripping at your side as you slice into it. And half the shadow's body is on its hinge, the middle part of its body is now disappeared. It looks like it's weakening, and it makes one final lunge just straight at you.
Copying its every move.
Make another Defy Danger then.
Defy Danger Int.
Whichever way you feel like you think you're going to do it.
Boom.
So you know exactly what he's doing, and you
And I'm
parry
going to
his hit
counter
out
it.
of the way.
Boom.
Go ahead and roll. You're going to knock it defenseless. It's lances there. Go and deal your damage.
Okay.
6. And you lift your spear straight up and cut right in the middle of it as the shadow falls to the
Lance.
ground. Whatever. Lance. Falls to the ground, vanishes, and your shadow reappears behind you.
I'm going to tell my shadows, that's where you belong anyway.
The monk looks at you and goes, "You may be a worthy opponent yet." And he starts to prepare another spell. He's down the hallway from you.
You would fight me when I'm not at my best. Coward.
Roll in to see if he actually understands that.
Defy Danger Int, right?
Yep. And he
I
looks
can't
at,
fucking
and he
roll
looks
for
at you and he
anything.
goes, "Your gibberish means nothing to me."
I'm going to give it a bird. Be like,
Okay.
all
So,
right.
what do you
Can
do
I-
as you say this? Are you
Can I throw
charging?
my fucking lance at this guy's
You
fucking face?
cannot throw your lance. It does not have the ability to be thrown.
Oh my god. I'm going to throw Andy then.
You're going to throw Andy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you grab Andy, pick him
Like,
and
fucking-
whip him.
Just throw him at him. Because, Andy's wearing
Roll a
armor.
volley.
So he's kind of... I don't have volley initiated on my thing.
2d6 plus your dex.
I don't even know what my dex is offhand.
You're gonna
This is an
throw-
Abraham thing
You're
to do, by the
throwing
way.
a 7-year-old boy.
Dead. 7-year-old child.
Okay. Can you make a
Oh,
2d6
well, you know
plus your
what?
dex?
Does this go against my ideals at the time?
Yeah, because you're probably... It doesn't go against your code yet, because you don't have it in your code, I don't think.
Well, he's dead. I have nothing in my
matter
thing
if
saying
he's-
I don't honor the dead.
I'm going to add that.
I honor
as well.
women and children, but he's not a child anymore. He's a hunking harpist. Unless
protect
you
the
will
weak
allow
and
me to do
defenseless.
another valor roll.
No, not at this point. There is no valor
Okay,
rolls.
I'm just gonna fuck that. I'm just gonna take a motion, give him the 1 second sign, chug a potion, and then switch my hand, go from this, and then after I chug it, throw the vial and do one of these things where I beckon him to attack me.
And as he does, this bolt of like black swirling something or another comes flying at you.
Okay.
What do you do?
There's a certain realities.
Going to discern realities as this thing comes flying at you. Go and ask me one question.
Shit. What is about to happen here? Besides, it hits me. Stupid answer.
That was a horrible question. It's like
Okay, fine. Let me look it up then.
What's gonna happen? You're about to get hit in the face with a chaos bolt.
Oh, that's wonderful. Uh, what should I be looking out for? And don't say a chaos bolt.
You notice behind the monk, on a table in the room behind, a white rod with gold tips on it.
Oh, that's one of the things that was in my vision that I choose not to have. All right, well, I'm gonna dodge.
Make a defy danger plus your dex. Are you dodging towards him, away from him, behind a pillar? How are you dodging?
Behind a fucking pillar, man.
Okay, so
Where else do you want to fucking go? I fail this roll?
Okay. You can do that, but if you do, your last healing potion is going to be destroyed.
I already used them both,
Damn
so...
it. Well, then I lied on that one.
Andy will be turned into a pile of ash.
I
now
have a great idea. So you can do that, but if you do, the bolt is going to strike Andy.
Okay.
Or you can take the hit.
Well, considering it's me or him at this point... But I did say I would bring Andy out of this, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh... No. Hard decisions for my character to make. Abraham would have been like, fuck it. Fuck the child. I don't give a shit about the child.
You're
But
a good
Seoras
guy.
actually has a conscience and doesn't want, wants what's an honorable burial kid. So I guess he's going to just take the hit.
Okay, go ahead and take a D10.
I think a D10.
D10.
All right. Does it ignore armor?
It does ignore armor.
All right.
So you get blasted as you grab Andy's corpse and pull it behind the pillar, out of line of sight of this monk. And
All right.
He yells out, "Hiding from me will not help you." You can't see him at this point, so what do you do?
Wait. He said hiding from me won't help him?
Help you.
Help me? As in he's hiding right now.
No, he's in the middle. You just kind of hid behind the pillar grabbing Andy.
Okay.
You got hit at the
So
same time.
I'm going to kind of I want to do one of those Matrix style moves where I run, step off the wall and just lunge at him and attack him with my spear.
Okay, he's pretty
Based off where I hear him sound. Okay, I think he's here. I'm going to make an attack.
He is damn far away.
Doesn't matter.
He's about half.
I'll run on the fucking walls and dive at him.
You can make the run. He's going to make an attack during that time.
Okay,
So
I'm on the wall.
You're going to need to defy danger plus your dex to avoid this hit.
I better roll high.
8.
Okay, go ahead and make me a hard bargain or an ugly choice.
This is a tough one because there's really not much I can do to you. It's just this makes it difficult.
Yeah, it does make it difficult.
Okay. It's going to... You can dodge the bolt, but if you do, you drop your weapon. Because you aren't able to keep balance during that, and your weapon's going to...
Does he have a weapon on him?
He does. That's not from what you can tell. All you see him is casting his magic.
Fuck. I don't need a weapon to kill him. I will drop the weapon.
So this weapon just... You drop it and pull your hand out of the way as this bolt slams into the wall.
And I will yell. I will even roll this. I don't need a weapon to kill you.
Make a roll.
I will yell it. What is it? Defy danger and he better fucking hear me. God, Jesus! Why can't I roll
Gobble,
anything
gobble, gobble,
high?
gobble, gobble. He goes, and he goes, He actually kind of understands what you're saying. He goes, "Yes, but you may need a weapon to defeat this." And he starts to cast another spell.
Am I in range yet?
You're about range at this point.
All right.
So, the spell can go off depending on how you roll.
Okay. I'm gonna hack and slash. Can I hack and slash?
You can hack and slash. Go ahead.
All right. There.
8. So, you can deal damage to him, but if you do, his spell goes off. Or you can miss, and his spell is going to take a little bit more time.
So either I attack him now, or I get another chance to re-roll and have the attack hit me.
Mm-hmm. But you don't hit him this time.
You know what?
Steps a little bit out of the way.
I'm not afraid of him.
So you're going to let the spell go off.
I'll let the spell go off as long
Alright.
as I can hit him.
Go ahead and deal your damage, and as you do, his spell completes. And you punch him right across the face.
Jaw. Specifically, like...
Good job. Okay, so, and he goes, let's see how you fare against that. And he kind of
Let's see how you fare.
He actually, like, turns away from you and starts running down the hallway towards the other staircase.
Coward.
So what do you do?
Yelling coward.
Okay. Do you pick your weapon up? Do you follow him? What do you do?
I'm yelling coward first.
Okay, roll your in. See if he understands you. He does. He goes, it's a tactical retreat.
Coward doesn't believe in a fair fight. I'm walking back to picking up my weapon.
Alright, so you go back up.
And then I'm going to keep walking down and be like...
Hey, as you go to pick your weapon up, this little hand with a dagger stabs out at you.
What? His little hand?
This little
Don't
hand.
tell me it's Andy. If it's Andy, I'm going to be pissed. Is it Andy?
It's Andy.
I'm grabbing Andy's wrist and breaking off his hand. Just breaking off and because it's no longer Andy. I don't give a shit. Breaking his hand off.
Go ahead and make a hack and slash. Roll high enough damage for it to happen.
Both his hands. Just like, snap them off.
Make a roll. So you go to cut at them, and you just slice them.
I didn't say cut, I said snap off.
You go to snap them, and they just kind of crack, like you need to like crack his knuckles. And
he's fucking full, like
he
7
now
years old,
makes
man. How is it not?
It's a 4. He now tries to bite. He like lunges at you with his mouth and tries to bite you. What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to take my knee and knock his jaw into the skull. But
defy danger plus your strength.
That's a stat I can roll high.
All right.
I'll take whatever damage you want to throw at me. But there's little itty
I'm just
bitty
gonna
D6.
let it happen anyway, since you didn't fail it completely. So you bash it into him, and he goes kind of flying off to the side a little bit as you like let go. The monk kind of just laughs and goes,
You monk, you're not even in the room. Fuck off.
He's not at that. He hasn't left yet. He's just on the other side of the room at this point. He goes, "I told you it was a tactical retreat."
Sending a child to do your work. How? What's the word I would think of here?
I don't know. We're going to see if it even happens before you even think about it.
I'm going to tell him something along the lines of, a coward can't fight fair, has to use magical tricks. Your god would be disappointed in you.
Casanova is the one to put me on this quest. But make your intro first before he even says that.
He doesn't even understand anything I'm saying. He's going to be like, gobble, gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. So he understands you well enough.
Coward.
He goes,
Fight me fair.
Using the resources around you is not unfair. You used him to get down here. I used him to finish you. So, what do you do? Andy is starting to get up from the ground. You have your weapon in hand now, and the monk is at the end of the hallway now.
Which one's closer to me?
Andy is closer.
Okay. I'm going to throw Andy at the monk.
Okay, so Andy comes to make an attack at you. Go ahead and roll the fight danger plus your strength to see if you are able to stop his attack.
Of course I am.
And make a roll for your volley.
Fuck volley. What is that?
2d6
Int?
plus your dex.
So just 2d6?
2d6 plus dex.
2d6?
Sure, 2d6.
Fuck yeah.
So you throw Andy at him.
Then take your advantage and I throw it at him.
Roll your int to see if he actually understands you. Or it's more like gobble gobble. Damn it.
Take your advantage.
All right, so you throw it. Go and roll your
Like a
damages. Andy
missile.
slams into this caster.
I better roll max damage. I
8.
think good enough.
As you do, Andy still has his dagger in hand, ends up like getting flipped around and stabs this monk right in the chest, and he cries out and just falls over and collapses.
Is he dead?
He is dead. Andy no longer moves either.
Okay.
So,
Good.
you're recovering from this fight, and you look into the room. There's still that rod with the gold tips on him. The white rod. And then you have the dead guy off to the side, or by the staircase.
Let's take a look at the dead guy first. I want to see if he has something on him that may be of use to me for the rest of this dungeon.
You look at the dead guy, you search. He just has his amulet of Casanova and his black robes. That is all you find. On Andy, you find 5 coins and a dagger.
Ah, shit! How am I going to pay my bills with this?
5 coins.
I'm taking the 5 coins, and I'm going to take the dagger, and I'm going to take the amulet. Because I assume the amulet's worth about 20 coins or whatever it is.
Something. Okay, so this is what you take, and then you have the rod in the other room.
Okay, so I'm going to walk over to the rod.
Okay.
Carefully.
When you do, you notice a letter next to it stating that, like this monk's research stating that I may use this to surpass the barrier to get the knowledge I seek.
Okay, so I imagine that this is just a regular scroll here, or is it got like wooden on it, or is it just like a plain rolled up?
It's more like just a piece of paper, like scroll. Yeah, it's
so it's just like a rolled up sheet of paper.
Yeah.
All right, and it's just like describe the rod more to me.
It's a white, it's like an ivory type of like bone, with both tips are golden.
Cool. I'm gonna wrap up the scroll.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna wrap it around the rod, put it in my bag, and head upstairs.
Okay, so you head upstairs. The one monk that was kind of like just staring down into the basement area. There's another one like looking down there too. You're carrying Andy's corpse. Are you carrying Andy's corpse or no?
Yeah, Andy's corpse is thrown over my shoulder, I guess. No, I guess I'm gonna carry him like a normal human being.
Right, so you carry Andy, and the monks kind of like look to them, and what do you
lean him up against the wall?
You just no, like, and they point outside.
I'm gonna hand it to them and be like, point at my contract.
And they just move their hands.
Point at the contract.
They go.
The contract says I can't leave until I've got what I got.
They go fine. They just they actually hold up 5 again.
Be like, point at the contract. You can't just be a money grubber.
They stare at you. They stare at you, and they just point off to like a side where you can just set him for the moment.
All right, I'm gonna set him there for the moment then.
Right, so you head all the way upstairs. You get to this barrier on the 4th floor.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna tap one of the monks to have him come with me.
All right. So
and show him the scroll. Show him the item.
Okay, and they look. It's actually the one can speak and goes. That's where our other brother went to. He's been missing for a long time. This is right.
Pull up the amulet. Be like,
yes, Casanova, the enemy of our god of Jesus.
Try it right. I'm going to try to say, your brother, quotation marks, was wearing this.
Your brother was.
I'm pointing to it.
What did you call my brother? He goes, it is time for you to finish what you came here for. He just points to the stairs.
Take the amulet and I don't know. Is the amulet made of gold?
It's gold.
Okay. I guess I'll just leave that. I'll take out the contract, put the contract down, put the ammo on top of the contract, and be like, fuck it, that's your gold. That's your payment.
He looks at you and goes, this is only worth 20 gold. The agreement was 25. 5 for each of us.
Fine, 5 gold. Put 5 gold down on the table and be like, whatever. Going upstairs.
You take the rod out, and as you do, it glows, and the barrier just shatters. The rod then turns to a actually it crumbles within your
whatever.
hands.
Fuck it. I didn't need it.
It crumbles, and you walk upstairs. Upstairs, it is a very small room, barely enough for you to stand in. But along the walls, you see etchings.
Great. I'm going to take rubbings and rub everything because I don't know what the fuck it says. First off, I imagine I don't understand what it says.
You aren't able to read it. It looks like jumbled letters to you.
Okay, good. I'm gonna take rubbings of everything. And is there anything up here I can loot?
There is nothing up here to loot. This is all you
Uh,
find.
I'm just gonna take my things, and then I'm gonna walk back down the stairs, like give a little tiny salute, and just keep going out the door.
All right.
I'm gonna leave Andy in there.
You leave Andy in there.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Still giving him
you're
the
not
proper.
even. Yes, you're not gonna give him a proper. That's messed up.
All right, fine. I will take Andy with me and bury him right outside in front of him.
Perfectly acceptable. So you
All
bury,
right.
and that's what we're gonna cut out. Is we show his character literally just digging a hole with Andy's body right next to it,
Yeah.
and that's it. So
Unmarked grave in front of a tower where nobody can understand what the fuck you're saying anyway.
that is the end of our little mini adventure session.
God, I need to write down how much experience I would have gotten from this.
No,
Just
you-
out of curiosity.
So I hope you guys who were on stream enjoyed it. I had fun. We'll be on Wednesday for Dungeons and Dragons, our zombie apocalypse version, which is modern, and then next Saturday, I believe we will be doing the Dungeon World, which takes place with this group. Then at 9 a.m. my morning. If you want to watch any of the back ones, I do have them all on YouTube except for the most previous one. Please check them out, guys. I will see you then. Thank you.